Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 269. And we're going to have fun today with, there's a new kit, and it's the Share a Smile kit. And that's what we're going to play with today. And it makes 8 cards plus a little box that they go in, and cute little envelopes. So this is a fun, quick one that would be great if you are a new stamper. Maybe you like to stamp with your kids or your grandkids, or just have friends over, because this one is basically just pop this stuff out and put it together. You don't even have to stamp on this one. So it's super quick and super fun. And I love that it has a little box. So if you want to make these up, put them in the box, and then you have like a little gift to give somebody, like these cards already made. So that's also really, really cute. You could tie a little ribbon on it and it would be good to go. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome. So during the video premiere, I am in the chat room, so head on over there. I'll be there with my friends, and you can chat along with us or ask questions if you have any. If you're watching the replay and you have a question or a comment, leave it down below. Then YouTube will let me know, and then I can reach out to you. I love all the friendships that are growing in our little community over there in the chat room, and it's fun to see people talking amongst themselves during the video. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. So close your eyes just for a second while I get my camera adjusted. Okay, so here's the cute little kit. So Share a Smile kit. And I made a pack the other day just so I was a little more familiar with it. All right, so you do get dimensionals and some tear tape, because remember these new kits that we get each month, they're a little different than the paper pumpkin ones. They're all inclusive, so everything that you need comes in the kit. So these are great if you are a new stamper and you might not have like all the bells and whistles like I do, like all the adhesives and all that kind of stuff. It comes with what you need. Now, when I put them together, I use my seal, and then I just save these. I have like a tote that I put all my extra kit things in, and then sometimes I'll include them in like a class I have down the road that might use tear tape or might need dimensionals, and then I just have this little pouch that I can stick in there as just a little extra. And then these are the cards we're going to make. So what I'm going to do, I am going to speed up the video while I get all the stuff like with its pieces, just so the video is not too awfully long. Here's the little box, and then here's all the pieces, because we have them in different languages. So I'm just going to speed up the video and get those things ready so that we can make our cards a little bit quicker. I have all my pieces popped out, and I have a bunch of different languages and stuff like that I won't be using. But you can turn these over, so you could turn these over if you wanted, and stamp a greeting on it, so you would have that shape if you wanted. All right, so I have my little so this just kind of helps me know what pieces go with what. And it also comes with these little hearts and these little flowers. Now, I said that I put a pack of these together already, and I wasn't a fan of these, so I didn't use them on those cards, and I'm not going to use them on these cards. So you can use them for something else if you want. I just didn't care for them. All right, so let's put our cards together. Now they're super cute. It did come with dimensionals, but I have some dimensionals on the side here, as well as my seal. And they're pretty straightforward to put together. They are a small kind of note card size card. When they're finished, they are 3.5 by 5 when you fold them. And I'll have to find my ruler. I don't know what I did with it. Oh my gosh. I have 2 of these. One's supposed to be on my desk, so it's probably here somewhere underneath stuff. But anyways, okay. So, and then we're just going to put our stuff together. Now, they have this with that tear tape, but I'm just going to use my seal. And like I said, I saved that tear tape for class packets down the road. Because I have tear tape. If I want to use tear tape, I have like my own. All right, so this is cute. It's kind of like a little notepad that you have tore out. It has these little torn edges. And then we have, this might be my favorite one because it has the cactus. So now we have the little cactus, and we're just going to put that on with dimensionals. So these are really, really quick to put together. Now, I did not use those little hearts and flowers, but I could add some of my own bling if I wanted. But I'm going to keep these fairly simple because I want them not to be too bulky, because I do want them to be able to fit inside that little box. So if you add too much bulk to them, they might not. So just keep that in mind. And then we have our little hang in there. And one card is done. And then they have these really cute little envelopes. Now all the envelopes are the same. So I just fold my envelope and I put my card with it and it's ready to go. So let's do the second card. So the there's like 2 of each of the same card back, but there's different things that go on it. So they are all different cards. The layout is the same. So you've got your cute little note card, our little bicycle. So I'll have these little backings everywhere by the end of this. Okay. And then the little bike riding along here. And the "You Make Me Smile." Isn't that a nice little saying? And then that just goes up here. And then if you do use the heart, so they just have those hearts, you know, along here, and then they have the flowers on there. But I liked the cactus without them because they already had little flowers, so that was just my preference. We are our own artist, right, when we make our cards. All right, and then the third one, and this is really fun design on here as well. And this also has one of the little note cards, or whatever you call it, note pages. That's what it looks like. So it's going to go on there too. And then you have these beautiful flowers, and I'm not sure. I should know what kind of flower that is, but I can't off the top of my head name them. I'm sure somebody on here will know. So if you do, you can tell me. All right, so this goes on here like that, kind of cattywampus. And then our little have a great day will go along the front. And I'm just gonna put my dimensionals kind of towards the center because it's going to lay on that flower. And I'm gonna put it kind of at a little angle. So we have a great day. So see what I mean, how quick these little cards are. So these would be great, you know, just to send as is. You could put a little gift card in them maybe. But like I said, this would be awesome to make these ahead of time and then just have them as little, maybe somebody comes to your house and they're like, I don't know what you do, or, you know, whatever. And you could say, oh, well, here's a little kit. And then you already have them made. Maybe you just make one. Maybe you just make one and then you put all the pieces. So that would be easy enough to do. You could fold this up, put the little sloth inside there, put this unassembled in the envelope and give them to the person, and they could make their own, because that would be fun too. All right, so we have this cute little sun. I love this little sun. It looks so happy. And then I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of put my dimensionals in the center there. There's another one. This is fun too. I like the little sloth. I feel like I should make this card really slow. Wouldn't that be funny? So I'm just going to score this, and then we're going to put flip like that. And I'm going to separate them just a little bit more than it says to, because I felt like when I made it, he was really hiding them, and I want to see them a little bit. Okay, so our cute little sloth. And so this way I can see those leaves a little better. And then our hang in there, which is a perfect saying for a sloth. So there's that one. And then the cute sunflower one. You know me and sunflowers. And this is neat too with the little postage stamp. All right, now this one uses these here. And again, I'm gonna move them out a little bit more than it says because I wanna be able to see them. So I'm gonna just kind of spread them out just a little bit. My seal is being a turd. All right. So as long as it fits in the card, I'm going to spread it out a little bit. All right. Then we have our sunflower. I'm going to have to get another pack of dimensionals out, or I'll just start cutting the sides. This is from a kit. It's a little bit bigger than normal. Pretty sure it is. All right, So we have our little sunflowers. So see, I can see those leaves around there a little bit better by spreading them out. And then our You Matter. I'm going to put them on the sunflower instead, because it's going to stick out a little bit more. So I want to make sure it's held good and even and flat. Okay. And then we have 2 more. So we've got some cute oranges with this really fun arch pattern. And I love that Everyday Arches die. If you don't have that die, that might be one that you want to put in your cart, because it's been very popular. And in fact, it was on back order for, well, I shouldn't say back order, because we don't really back order stuff, but it was unavailable. I'm going to use green tip. It's a little easier on this skinny thing. But so when I wanted to get them, I couldn't even get them. So I mean, they should be available now, but it's just it's such a fun die. So that's what this reminds me of. It's got that really fun arch there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put these so I can see them. So when I put my orange on, you'll be able to see those. So I'm just trimming my edges so that no dimensional gets wasted. Okay. And then our orange. So you can see the trees. Now if you wanted, you could color them. I kind of like the look of the black and white against the color. And then we have our You Matter again. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. I'm going to put my dimensional on here. And then just lay my greeting over top of it. And one more card, and then we'll make our little box. And this is the fun, is this a dodo bird or a toucan? I think it's a toucan. All right. So another one with that fun little arch. And then this time we've got the leaves again. So it's a little easier. These are a little bigger, so it's easier to use the seal when there's a lot more space. All right, so I'm going to come down here. And here. Because a toucan kind of comes down like this so that you can kind of see that that arch. So do you do this with your dimensional? Do you cut them all up so you don't waste any of them whatsoever? I think I need a little bit on his nose, so he doesn't have a saggy nose. There we go. And then he just sits on here like that. And then they have those little flowers on there. So I'll show you what they would look like, just so you can kind of decide. So see, this little flower would sit there. And then you'd have your little greeting. So it's really up to you if you use them. All right, and then we'll have our You Make Me Smile. And I'll do the same thing. I'm going to put my dimensional on the card. And then just plop my greeting on there. I kind of like it at an angle like that. All right. One more envelope. And then we can put our box together. So the box is super cute. And I think it's been a while since we had, you know, a kit that had a box. All right. So it has the adhesive already on it. So, but what you want to do is you do want to get your scores going so that the box knows the rules before you start. It needs to know you need to bend here and you need to bend there and all that good stuff. All right. So we're just going to bring this in like this, okay, because it's going to close like that. So what I do is I bring this in first, this little thing right here. So I'm going to peel this off because you want it inside the box. You don't want to put it out here because one thing, the glue wouldn't stick and you'd see it. All right, so leave it flat on the table and then just kind of bring that side to it, and that just kind of keeps it in the box shape. So you've got it like this, because I find if I go like this, I mean I can see better, but sometimes I might be off, right? And I want it to be nice and flat. So if I leave it on the table, I know when it's hard for you to see, I apologize. Let me move this, I can see a little better maybe. So I peeled that off, and then I just kind of drag this piece over till it touches that. And then, you know, you've got your edges all ready to go. Then we'll do the same thing with the top. So see, this has some too as well. So just kind of the same thing on the edge, and then we're just going to pull it over. So by laying it on the table, I just feel like I have a little bit more control over the box. And then just bring it over. And then the same thing here. And then just kind of stick your hand in there and give it a good rub so that you know it's adhered really, really well. And then it's got that little notchy thing, and it just basically is going to slide in there. So we're going to put our cards in. Now, I didn't put the cards in the envelopes. You could, but then if you're going to have to take them out of the envelope to write the note or whatever, so I just put them with the envelope, but I don't hang on, I'm like, I can't work and talk at the same time. All right, so put your envelope. So see, I have the flap there so it doesn't catch. All right, so I'm just flipping all my cards over. So you just go in the box, and the envelopes are all the same. So, and hopefully I'm not putting any of all my little dimensional backings, which I probably am, because they are everywhere, all over the house. All right, so see how cute and quick. And this is such a fun little box too. I should have traced it for a pattern, because I can't remember now what size it was. If it was like a 12 by 12 maybe originally. I'm gonna have to get another kit just to trace the box. All right. I'm like doing this with one hand. There we go. And then this just slides in there like that. You gotta be smarter than the box. All right. Oh my gosh, I opened it when I lifted it up. Hang on a second. There we go. And look how cute that is. Now it didn't come with ribbon, but if I was gonna give it as a gift, I would tie a little bow on there and, give it as a gift. You could, use one of these, right, that we have left over, and you could, stamp for you or something on there, or you could make a little fancier tag if you wanted. But it's a super cute little kit. Again, it is called Share a Smile Kit. So that's what it's called. All right, so hang on, let me say, see you later, alligator. And so I apologize. I had intended to do, because I think that kit came out the same time. Did it come out the same time as that blue one? Now I can't remember, because we do get 2 new kits a month. And I think even some months we've had 3. So I do love getting the kits. Because I like having cards on hand, to use for personal reasons. But this is cute. I'm going to tie. Now, I will go back and put my little name on the back of these probably. Although they are packed so cute. I should have did that ahead of time. But I didn't really stamp anything. But I just have my little Stampin' Up, copyright Stampin' Up. But I think I'm just going to tie a ribbon on these, and I'll have them as little presents. Someone comes to visit, here, have some cards. My UPS guy is really, really nice, and he's always so funny when he drops stuff off. So I could say, this is what I do, and give him a little box of cards. So if you haven't got this kit, maybe you'll put that in your card as well as your everyday arches die. All right, so I'm gonna stop blabbing. I will see you Friday for my dies shorts, and that will be at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Now I talked yesterday about I'm gonna show you some different colored cone flowers. I've been having so much fun just coloring them all sorts of different colors, so I'm going to share that with you. And I hope I will also have some stuff to share unboxing with you. And these are new pre-order things that will be coming down the line. But as a demonstrator, I can order them now. So if you like to pre-order things early and not have to wait, definitely join my team. And you can put the pre-order stuff in your kit. So if there's something that you're interested in, holler at me. I can give you an item code. If you have any questions at all, make sure you holler at me. Otherwise, I will see you Friday. Again, that will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great night, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.